Hi, it's Katie, Lady Wet Shaver, and I'm here gonna do a video for the first time in a while. I'm gonna do an underarm shave on camera, and then off camera I'm gonna continue shaving the undercarriage, as Lee likes to call it, and I think that's a perfect. And that will not be on camera for obvious reasons. However, I'm going to use some Ariana and Evans Plum&Bliss today. I'm very excited to use this one for the first time today, and I was excited to pick it up from the razor company. And I've got my brush soaking in my AKA brush cup, and this is my Nameless Works custom lavender and rose brush. Got my mister full of my distilled water. I'm using a little Pro Raso white pre-shave today with a little alum after the shave, and then I may finish with some Ethos unscented balm as well. I'm going to readjust the camera so that the important parts show on camera, which is probably not going to include my face for the rest of the shave, so I'll be right back. Lady Wet Shaver here, about to get into this shave here, my underarm shave. Using my Carve Overlander aluminum today. I forgot to say that in the introductory video. It's got a Nasset, Gillette Nasset brand new blade in it. This is a Project X handle. This is a super grippy and cool looking handle. And the aluminum Overlander is just a fantastic razor. So I'm going to use my Fine Works lather bowl. It's been a while since I've used a ceramic lather bowl. It's also kind of a fun thing to do every once in a while, even though I a lot of times shave in the shower with a collapsible silicone bowl. Just warming it up a little bit. Plum&Bliss, Ariana and Evans Plum&Bliss that I purchased from the razor company. That smells so good. I really don't get a lot of cannabis out of it. There's just a kind of a hint of earthiness to it, which makes it more interesting, but I don't feel like it's a really strong cannabis flavor at all. And I like cannabis, but some people might be kind of relieved about that, just so that not everybody wants to smell weedy. I'm going to use what I think is plenty for what I need to do, and we'll just see how that goes. I have really hard water. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle. And yesterday was, for my leg shave, it was a real struggle with one of the soaps that I used. So I've been soaking my brush here. This is a 22 millimeter super high density. I think this is a Maggard's knot, I'm pretty sure. And so I'm going to squeeze most but not all of the water out, give it just a tiny shake, and then build a lather. And as you can see, it's already got a lot of thick. So we're gonna use the bougie mister for that. Get rid of the soaker cup. I can tell it's gonna take a ton. That was actually probably a really large amount for my shave needs today, but I wanted to experiment with it. And once lathered, the smell it deepens a little bit, it darkens a little bit. I get a little vanilla or tonka in there. I need more. I need quite a bit more water in there. I've discovered with some of my shaving that I've been definitely under hydrating, and so I'm trying to be really aware of my lather and what mistakes I might be making, because I've been doing it for more than a year, but you can still kind of make mistakes depending on your products and your water and just what you do with all of that. Now we're getting a great nice thick lather going really easily. I just took a shower, so my skin's still kind of moist, and I don't need to do too much there, but there we go. Wow. So now the lather's really exploding here. This is I think a silver tip knot, and it's real soft, perfect for creams, and this soap even wants more water. This cream really is thirsty, and I can tell I can get a ton of lather out of this if I want to. Bowl full of it, plenty enough for what I need to do, and more, I would say. Wonderful. Nice and peaky. And shine to it. Not foamy at all. It's really creamy and dense. And again, I can keep mixing it a bit and get a lot more volume out of this, I'm sure. Wonderful. Just a ton. Okay. Set that aside and do a little Pro Raso White, which is my favorite pre-shave. I love the way it smells. It has excellent slickness. I'm just gonna add a little bit of moisture, and then obviously work it into the area of focus. Love that smell. Such a light, clean smell. Get my brush loaded up there. Wonderful. Smells great. And then paint it on. And wow, there's just a ton there in the brush. I can do as many passes as I want, and then some. It looks great. Sorry, this isn't quite as easy to show as maybe I would like, but all right. So we got our Carve Overlander and our Nasset. I stretch up pretty high so that I stretch the skin, and the underarms go quickly once they're ready, but it's a very sensitive area, at least it is for me. So there's my first pass. I'll check it in the mirror, and I think it's almost perfect. I might do just a little cleanup because I have the cream to spare. And shaving this area is more important in the summertime when I've been wearing tank tops for pretty much since I got here. Look at that. That's what I want every time. Very smooth razor. Great glide. And one is done. Gonna just kind of wipe that down just a little bit. Not gonna worry too much about it until we're getting all the way done with the shave. And go for the other arm now. It's probably more than enough pre-shave, but that's okay. More than enough is better than not enough. Just a plethora of cream, tons of very lubricating, very cushiony, very silky feeling, I feel like. Pretty important to stretch the arm and skin when you're doing this. Okay, pass one. I want to be real careful on my underarms to never go over without relathering. I've tried it and it inevitably leads to irritation and ouchies. Pass two. I wish the light was better, but I hopefully, see, isn't that great? That's a great cream, boy. It's nice and thick and sticks with you. Plenty of residual on this. It's just, I could do as much cleanup as I want here with no real need to re-lather, I feel like. Just make absolutely sure that I got down far enough on this other side. Looks like I did. So, we'll do a little rinse. There's a lot on there still. Very much nice, very nice with the residual. I can still feel it, it's great. Okay, I'm gonna do a little gentle drying. Get off a little bit of this last leftover. What I'm actually gonna do now is use alum soaked in cold water and go over those places. Didn't feel any stings at all there. And don't feel any stings here. Some folks are a little uncertain sometimes about alum and alum use. I get that. Here's what I found. I don't generally need to use it on my legs unless I actually cut or nick myself and I'm aware of it. I do use it on my underarms and bikini line because those are more sensitive areas and I feel like they want a little bit more pre and post care. I also have found that it is one of only, maybe the only thing that I've found on my face that helps with my adult acne. And it helps, I mean, like if I apply it the night before, my breakouts are usually tempered quite a bit by the morning. I have very oily skin on my face at least, and this alum really helps with that. I don't know, in a way that nothing else has. I have kind of rinsed my underarms now. I do just a little bit extra to make sure. I don't want to leave alum on there. It's drying and then do a little nice towel off. Just dabbing it, blotting it, not rubbing it. Shake up the aftershave. I feel like this is a little bit sweeter and maybe a little bit more earthy, but in a wonderful way, not an inaccessible way. There's some earthy fragrances they're too earthy for me, but this one is very nice and conditioning feeling here with this aftershave splash. Really a moisturizing feeling. I'm gonna put a little more on my. Okay, we are BBS and ready for tank tops and swimsuits, and I smell great. Put a little bit of that leftover stuff on my hands, on my face, because I love the way it smells and it's conditioning. Have yourself a great day and a great shave and all of that. Thanks for watching.